We lost everything. We lost house, sheds, machinery, orchards, everything. It's incredible. It's no power, no water, and it's quite, I don't know how we're going to deal with all this.
Hey everybody, it's Dani Valent here with you, and you are listening to Dirty Linen. Welcome to the podcast. Always grateful for your ears and your time. If you live in Victoria, if you live in Australia, you probably know that we are in the midst of a dreadful bushfire season, and Victoria has been hit really hard. The amount of land that's burned is as big as the Black Saturday bushfires 5 years ago, and it just feels like these fire seasons roll around with different but similar devastation. As always, community pulls together, but the costs are so great on every level. Today, I'm really grateful for Pietro Porcu to take some time to have a chat to us. Pietro is the owner of legendary, long-standing restaurant Dani in South Yarra in Melbourne. A lot of the produce at Dani is supplied by his farm a couple of hours north of Melbourne. Pietro, thank you so much for being with us, and welcome to Dirty Linen.
Thank you. Hi, Dani. Hi.
Hi, Pietro. Tell us where you are right now.
Right now I'm just where my little olive grove is, behind the shed, like used to be shed. Yeah. Anyway, I'm in the farm. We're trying to get standing. We borrowed a caravan. We lost everything. We lost house, sheds, machinery, orchards, everything. It's incredible. It's no power, no water, and it's quite, I don't know how we're going to deal with all this. It's like, and all the neighborhood, everyone is like incredibly down, burnt, like it's just terrible, So we managed to borrow a caravan, so finally we can be here. And so when we came back, we left Thursday or Friday. We can manage to come back by Monday night, and it's devastating. It's terrible. Like, I think this smell of ash will stay with me forever. And so we started. Luckily, we found some animals. We found some cows, some goats, pigs, many chickens actually still alive. It's incredible how they manage, because I don't know how. And I think the fire maybe killed the foxes as well. Otherwise, there will not be anything left, So we are here a little bit like not knowing, we're hoping for help because like we need help. And it's like it's a bit of a lost situation, like a limbo kind of thing that you think, now where am I starting? We don't want to give up. I don't want to give up. My land is fantastic. It's amazing here.
Tell me what you were growing there. Tell me about the farm. Talk about what was there.
We started with a small amount. We started with chickens. That was becoming like a little business on its own. The idea of the chicken was, I don't like to buy eggs. I need to know the chicken to eat an egg. Like it's just something I have. So we start with the chickens, and then we start supplying ourselves for Dani in South Yarra. And then we start supplying loaf of bread in North Fitzroy. I don't know if you know them, Anja.
I love loaf of bread. Yes.
The most beautiful bread. She used to be the baker in Dani before she started falling in love with breads. So we're supplying, we supplied Beatrix when she was running, So just like little bit nice places. And I got up to like 350, 400 chickens. And lately we were starting to breed our own chickens, because also I don't like to buy like the big 10 or whatever pullets, So we have been breeding our own chickens. We still have some. We're giving the eggs to the community now every day, because we don't have a fridge having to keep it, and also because I think it's a good thing. So chickens, we put a couple of goats and then became a herd of goats for Capretto, for the restaurant. And we ran lambs, sheep. And then we had a few cows. Lately, I was not processing the cows because they became so nice, like they became my pets. And they're all still alive. Yeah. And pigs is a big thing. Sardinia, where I come from, every occasion, I don't know, big lunch or dinner always ends with a roasted suckling pig. It's a very classical. So I used to do that as a child with my father. We had like pigs in the background just for the house. So kind of got back into it. And then slowly we're producing our own salami, prosciutti, and capocolli, etc. So it was goats, sheep, pigs, beef, chickens. That was the meat. On and off, we had like a guinea fowl in the past and other ducks. And then I set up like almost half acre of orchard with all the pumps and pipes and everything. So we're producing not for the winter as much, but from spring, summer to autumn, producing as many vegetables we could, like I was breeding zucchini that comes from, what is called, I don't remember what I bought originally, the seeds, but I was making a flower that is like bigger than my hand, Just those zucchini that is all gone now. We lost all the seeds I've been collecting for 20 years and more,
It's just...
And we have an olive grove producing the olive. I think the olives will come back. They're all a little bit grey now. But I think that the actual trees will survive, I hope, So we're producing the olive oil. Like we're trying to produce as much as I could. Also like even the meat. Sometimes it's easier to go to a good butcher and buy it. But I believe that animals should be treated, and plants even, treated in the proper way, give them the best life. I think it's bad enough that at the end we say, I love you, and come to my plate. That's bad enough. But all the rest, to do as better as possible. And also to have a produce that is good when you're eating it, it makes you feeling good, That was more the idea than an actual business, to create this little paradise for the animals as well. In the going of the time, every year we will have more pets, because you can stay. So slowly it was going to be a pets farm, not like a meat producing. And my idea was to increase the vegetables and the fruits. We have a lot of fruit trees, some, very few left. And we prepare preserves for the noid, jams, and we do the sugar with the tomatoes, with, all these things. And I would like to go back to it. And the plan was to go more vegetables, more sustainable, less meat growing, more vegetarian growing, because I think it's part of the future, not refusing the meat, because I'm a meat eater and I think it's okay, But I think the future is asking for this, for, I don't know, more plants, more trees, more everything in that direction, So now I think we got a lot of space to plant.
Wow. What about the house, Pietro? Were you living there all the time or just coming back and forth from the city?
Almost full time in the farm lately. We visit Hanoi, work 1 or 2 days, meet with everyone, logically, with all my people, and then back to the farm and work in the farm. Also because we had this I was trying to build us a weekend staying for tourists, for guests, We're trying to do all these things. I actually lost a house 2015, I think, 9 or 10 years ago. I lost my primary house in a fire again. But I only lost the house. I call it only, but, And this is the second time I'm losing my house, and this time we lost everything. So it's a little bit hard,
A little bit hard is a little bit of an understatement. I'm just staggered and really moved by the fact that you're talking about rebuilding and space to plant straight away. Like, what is the attitude that you bring to this work of yours?
I don't know. I was out yesterday morning, like fast, like just coming the light out, and I was looking at my land, this land where I am, and I was kind of thinking, little rain, and we become green, A little more, we get the fences off, like just thinking and feeling the place, and thinking everything will come back, maybe even stronger,
Yeah, amazing. Tell me about coming back, and you mustn't have known exactly what you were going to see. It must have been devastating, but tell me about seeing the animals again.
Seeing the animal was amazing. I felt like in the death is life still here, and that gave me life. That was so good. We had the hope to find the shed. Somebody said to me, the shed is still on. The shed, the big shed that we had, was like tractor and ride on mowers and slashes and generator, like everything was there with a big cool room, all the freezers and So the shed was gone as well. So when we got here, I was like, whoa, is this land of ash, Like really ash. And I understand now the expression in English, ash. I never understood till now. And I think, whoa, that's what it means, When it says, it's too ash, But then we start seeing the chickens. Whoa, like chickens, It was like, cool. And then we found the goats because we saw the white spots far away there. I thought, the goats are here. And then we found the first steer, and then we checked the other girls, the cows gone in the back paddock to the neighbors. They joined the cows. So they were still here. So that was amazing. And all the pigs, the piglets were still there. They like the fire just moved around there. It's like, wow, like to me is what gives more power, like life in the middle of this thing, it's like, and gives me like, straight away we go and find all the chickens, try to gather them somewhere protected, and it was devastating. And then seeing the animals, it's kind of give a little light, in the dark was so nice. That light is not lit.
I'm so glad that you had those moments of joy in amongst everything else. Pietro, what do you do first in this situation? Is it about fencing? Is it water? Like, what do you need first?
Water. We're trying. Like right now, I got my mechanic. Everybody's this neighborhood mechanic trying to he's brought a little pump for us, but to use the pump, we need the water. We don't have it. Yeah, but it's helping bringing that, and I hope somebody in Melbourne said he's got tanks that he can give away. So I thought, if we get a tank, like at least we can wash our face, like just very clear. It's like we are camping in the nowhere with nothing, We need the water. We need a place to have a shower. Like I need, that basics to be able to work here all day, And I hope the power will come back. That we need to redo all the power board and everything. I have no clue how those things work either, because normally you buy a place, the house is there, the power board is there. You open the tap, the water comes out, and then you're there like, whoa, You keep thinking, you feel like how important is the little drum of water when it's dripping and brushing your teeth. It's like, oh shit, like be careful because we don't have it. And water for the animals we're supplying, we're getting water from the dams that I don't think is that clean either now. But we need to bring water to them, like. So water may be the very first. Fencing we come, but that we can live so we can work, we can build, And the refencing for the animals, shelter for the animals, we don't have, Like, I don't know, it's everything needs to be done. So it's like, quite difficult to say. I'm trying to tell myself it's very fresh now. Tell myself make a plan, because as now we're in summer, then winter we come. We need to be somewhere little bit ready at least. So I know Romy, my daughter Romy, she put something to help us on Instagram. I don't know the name now. I'm sorry.
Yeah, there's like a GoFundMe type thing, a fundraiser. So we'll definitely put the link to that in the show notes. Everyone can have a look at that.
Thank you. Is in the Instagram in Danoi as well. And I know people has been sending some money from Japan, from Italy.
You've how long has Danoi been there? Is it 30 years?
I did 30 years the 2nd of November 2025.
So it's a restaurant that has been looking after people for 30 years. So you have people that love you all over the world. Anyone who hasn't been to Danoi, it is a tiny, narrow, 2-story building on Toorak Road in South Yarra. The food is Sardinian, as we've heard. It's very connected to the farm. It's outside Yarck. And you have such a long connection with that town and that region, Pietro. I remember the tea rooms of Yarck coming there so many years ago. A restaurant that you ran there that had 2 hats and was, such a special place. So you have a deep and long connection to this part of Victoria.
I do. And it's really nice. Like I go out in the town and people will say, you Pietro, you cooked for me. The people maybe is giving me a drum of water today, it's very special. The person that I said, I don't remember the name now, that I said is trying to give me the water tanks. Same, he texts me saying, I've been to that now. It feels so good, feels like people is there, people remembers you, and feels good inside. Yeah.
You've looked after so many people over so many years, Pietro, you and your team. I thank you for that, and I really thank you for spending the time with us today. I wish you all the best with the recovery, and I hope people continue to rally around you and give you what you need. It's so important. I think one thing I love about Danoi is the connection that you have in the city to produce that's grown on the land, and I know that's a big part of what you're trying to do.
Yes, I was beside is what I like, what I do, what I naturally do, But also was normally in Italy we do this called agriturismo. People goes to the land, to the country to spend the lunch, or And I thought, no, I need to bring this to Melbourne, because Melbourne doesn't have that, or didn't. Now more people is trying, But I think it's very nice to bring your heart to the table,
I really feel that. Yeah. Thank you, Pietro. Anything we can do, you let us know.
Thank you so much. I will. Thank you so much. You're already doing so much. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. This is Dirty Linen, and I'm Dani Valent. We air the issues that the hospitality industry finds hard to talk about, hearing from different people with unique perspectives. We want to hear from you as well. If you have something that needs to be said about a topic, get in touch so we can include your perspective. Contact us at dirtylinen@deepintheweeds.com.au or hit us up on Insta at Dirty Linen Podcast. We can't wait to hear from you.
This